Going live here. And I'm just putting away some clothes. I'll wait for people to come in. I think right now it's almost 11. Hey, man, Matt Thomas in the house. Um, if you want to come in, you're more than welcome. My phone's right there. I have to send a link. Hey, Alter Ego. Yeah, I was okay, 10 minutes, okay. Yeah, I was back and forth if I wanted to go live today because I've been trying to knock out these Stallone movies. Sorry for the creaking chair. So I'm trying to like go ahead and knock out these movies. Uh I just got done watching Spy Kids 3. That was infuriating. Uh that was awful. And next up is Zookeeper. I have Cocaine Cougar. Is that a new Tubi horror film? Is that the new spinoff of Cocaine Bear? Pierce Brosnan, he's a good actor. Probably for me, my favorite Bond actor. Yeah, yeah. I've never seen The Zookeeper, but I remember that the same year that film came out. I was still working at the theater, and I just remember that film coming out, and I'm like, why is this? Why is Stallone in this movie? And I haven't seen the film yet, but that's on the. I'll be watching that next, and then after Zookeeper, it's Bullet to the Head and Grudge Match and Backtrace, and that's going to be one video where I talk about those movies, and then I'm going to save the Expendables films, the Escape Plan movies, and the Creed movies for another video. But yeah, so I'm getting there. I'm getting close. Yeah, Crusade would have been awesome. It was going to be made in the mid '90s. Paul Verhoeven was going to direct it. It was going to be like Braveheart, but with Arnold. And I mean, you can imagine Paul Verhoeven directing that. You know what could have been. I think it would have been fantastic. I think there was a scene in there, and Matt Thomas can elaborate more on this. Even Jack Craven, if he's out there watching, but apparently there was a scene where Arnold like cuts the guy in half, and like his bottom torso is still on the horse. Like the villain in the film, that's what I've heard. Like the comeuppance for the villain in the film. Sorry if I'm closing my eye, but yeah, Arnold cuts the guy in half, and his bottom torso is taken off with the horse. Something along those lines. But the Wishmaster movies, I've only seen the first one, and it's a good one. Werewolf Santa, I have no idea what that is. But hey, Gary, Toxic Crusaders live action movie. I can't talk this morning. I slept well, so I don't know what. Okay, Toxic Crusaders live action movie was almost made by New Line Cinema, starting production in 1993. However, Troma got sued. I didn't know about that. Thoughts on rumors of Netflix making a Bride of Frankenstein movie? I heard something about that, but I don't know how much of it is true. Do you love seeing? Yeah, Bartholomew versus Neff. Yeah, that was supposed to happen. Um, I think back around '91, In fact, if you look online, there's a billboard. I mean, it doesn't show the actors, but it's kind of like a text billboard of that movie. And it was supposed to have Stallone and John Candy in the movie as feuding neighbors. I think like one character was going to be a banker, and the other one was going to be like uh, a baseball player. John Hughes was going to direct it. That would have been great. I think it would have helped John Hughes's career. I mean, because after Home Alone, you know what he did, Curly Sue. Well, he didn't direct Home Alone, but I mean, after Curly Sue, he didn't really do too much directing. I've never seen the Lawnmower Man movie. I got it in my collection. I don't trust Netflix, that's for sure. I don't have Netflix. Do I collect Fangoria or Starlog? I can't talk. What is wrong with me? Starlog, a magazine. I've heard of them, but I don't have any of those magazines. I've seen a few Starlogs on eBay, just kind of like surfing around on eBay. I've seen those magazines, but I don't own any of them. Yeah, I've heard about this Dracula movie. I don't know much about it, but it just looks bad. Yeah, rest in peace to Paul Rubens and Treat Williams. Both are legends. I like The Hidden. I haven't seen it in maybe like 2 or 3 years, maybe a little bit more, but The Hidden's a good one. I got it on DVD. Yeah, Julian Sands, rest in peace. Alan Arkin. What if Michael Bay produced a Dracula movie? Well, you know, you know what? I would be interested in that. The more I think about it, I'll be interested in that because it's going to be insane. You know, it's going to be like from dusk till dawn, but on crack. So, you know what? Michael Bay directing a Dracula movie, I'll take it. I'll take it. It'd be something different. My Demon Lover, I have never seen. Yeah, Sinead O'Connor. Even though I didn't really listen to her music much, I mean, I don't know much about her, but from what I understand, I think she committed suicide. And again, I'm not really sure, but that's what I've heard. What if Sean Penn directed a Sherlock Holmes movie? I can't talk this morning, people. I'm sorry. Sean Penn directing a Sherlock Holmes movie, it would just be depressing. Sean Penn would want to play, Sherlock Holmes and Watson. I mean, really, you could say really Mystic River is, that. It's a mystery movie. Daniel Tosh, I never really got that big into. Tower Records, no, I've never been to Tower Records or Virgin Records. Have you been on here before, Alex? I don't think I've seen you before on these streams. Hey, Declan. It's cool to see Declan in here. Greetings. What if Matt Stone and Trey Parker remade The Mummy? I think it would be a bad idea. Yeah, Child's Play 3 is a good sequel. That's another reason why I'm trying to wrap up the Stallone marathon too, because Halloween's around the corner, and what if you know, I would like to talk about some horror movies, maybe. I think that's the plan. So, and it's my birthday month, so yeah, so that's why I'm trying to, again, wrap up the Stallone marathon and kind of um, get to other stuff here. Clive Barker almost made a mummy film, 1990. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I can't talk. I don't know if it's just caffeine or whatever, but I haven't heard of that one. I wonder if Jack Craven's heard of that before. Hey, the one. Any horror movie reviews for October? I had to think about it. I mean, like, what can I review? I mean, there's plenty of horror movies to watch. Uh, we'll see. I mean, like, that I may review the Jason films or the Elm Street movies. But yeah, so, and I haven't really talked about a lot of horror movies on my channel. Uh, now that I think about it, I mean, I haven't really reviewed a lot of, horror movies. So I'm gonna have to. Yeah, maybe back in the day, but not now. Would not want to see that now. But it'd be interesting if they were in a film together. I have no interest in watching Sausage Party. Uh, yeah, I have a feeling that if I watched that movie, I would not like it. I mean, I'm getting tired of Seth Rogen too. What if Rob Zombie directed Hulu's Hellraiser remake? That's just more reason why I would not want to watch. Because, yeah, I've seen the monsters. My favorite film of '91 has got to be probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 or The Perfect Weapon. I love it to see Incredible Crash Dummies, a live action movie almost made by New Line Cinema, brought out the rights from and starting production. And okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we don't need a Monopoly movie. Now, you see, that would have been interesting. I mean, David Fincher directing that, I think it would have been better handled. And again, I don't hate The Specialist. It's just it's not his best movie, and I think it needed maybe a better director or a better script, to where it focused more on Stallone and Woods, because it seems like, watching the film, Stallone, he's our lead character, but it felt like at times he's not there that often. Like it's more about Sharon Stone, or it's more about, like, James Woods is good. He's a highlight to the film, but I just maybe it just needed a better director. The guy that directed that, I don't usually mind. I think he did a better job on, let's say, Anaconda and Sniper, but maybe it just needed a better director to punch up the movie, improve the movie, or just kind of tweak the script, whatever it may be. I've heard of Extro, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, Seth Rogen. I can't do the Seth Rogen laugh, but yeah, the guy needs to stay away. I've heard bad things about that movie, so I'm not watching it. Yeah, Matt did a great job ranting on that, and I feel bad. I feel bad that he had to suffer through that. I mean, it was a paid request, so he got compensated, but still, we don't need a Rob Zombie Crow movie. I mean, and even some years back when that was discussed, we don't need it. Have you ever played Nightmare on Elm Street on Nintendo? No, I haven't. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to review in October. I mean, maybe just random horror films. Yeah, Bad Draft is a great one. Great movie that of '91. Terminator 2. This is a great one that came out that year. It's just not number one for me. I mean, I've seen the film so many times. Like I'd rather watch The Perfect Weapon. I'd rather watch, even Point Break. I'd rather watch Stone Cold with the Boz. I'd rather watch, there's so many other films of that year I'd rather watch more. The Guyver live action movie, I've never seen. I've heard the second one is a bit better, um, but I haven't seen the Guyver movies. If Happy Madison made a Cinderella comedy film, it would be a joke. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, I would love to talk about like some of the Resident Evil and Jack Craven. If you watch later, I did get some more emails. Yeah, I haven't watched, like I haven't looked at them yet, but uh, I'm gonna work on it. So for people out here in the chat, I talked about this podcast that I want to get going. I have a name for it, but I'm trying to like get done with this slide marathon first, and then I can concentrate on that, and and then we'll go from there. And it's going to be live, the first episode, and from there we'll kind of figure out if we're going to go live with everyone or pre-record them or like pre-record the episodes. But I know Matt Thomas, for when he is in the podcast, we're going to talk about Jack's notes. And Jack is a great guy up here that is very knowledgeable in the realm of the unmade. And I have a lot of emails from Jack Craven to where we're going to talk about a lot of these unmade projects. And so that's going to be part of the podcast. And when Matt Thomas is on, we'll talk about that stuff. And so yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get done with this slide marathon first. I'm almost there. If not this week, then I'll be done next week. And by September, we can get something going. So yeah, like I said, I know there hasn't been too much stuff like other content and videos, besides the slide reviews. Then I'm trying to wrap those up, but so that's the update. There was a rumor one point back in 2013, Paul Walker was considered to play Kyle Reese. You know what? He would have been better than Jai Courtney. To me, he would have been. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. What if Rob Zombie, Michael Bay, and Seth Rogen all worked together to make a Godzilla film? It would be god awful. I haven't heard about that, the Jackie Chan autobiography. So I don't know exactly what he said there. A Super Mario movie with Seth Rogen? No. I know he was a voice in that, as the voice of Donkey Kong, but yeah, I still haven't seen the Super Mario film of this year. I still haven't seen it. Yeah, Spy Kids 3D sucks. Did you know that George A. Romero almost made a horror film, Unholy Fire? Whitley Strieber, also based on the novel, and the rumor going, I didn't know about that. Yeah, sorry if I seem a little tongue tied. I don't know if it's just because of caffeine or what have you, but I got plenty of sleep, so it's not that. Is Matt still in the chat? Yeah, like I said, my phone's right there, so you just let me know when you want to pop in. But I'm just gonna do one guest for now. If Matt decides to come in here, I'm just gonna we'll just talk for a little bit. I'm not gonna do a big hangout here. But yeah, I just got done watching Spy Kids 3 a while ago, and I have to admit there were some parts that I skipped. I had to like kind of skim through the movie a little bit because I was getting infuriated with the film, and Stallone's embarrassing. Like that is his worst movie. I don't know what to say about Spy Kids 3. It sucks, and I will be reviewing that, unfortunately. Okay, wow. Hold on. Let's see, I got to catch up with the comments here. I've never seen The Keep. I've heard about it, but I've never seen The Keep. Yeah, Seth Rogen, I think he needs to go away. Well, right now I'm drinking Diet Mountain Dew. Maybe New Line. The most unnecessary movie sequel, Spy Kids 3. I just named it. I don't drink coffee. Throw into the deep fryer, toss into the oven, and have Goomba's trample. Um, you put Kevin Smith in the oven, put it in the deep fryer, Franco. Goombas can trample Bill Cosby, I guess. Uh, I've seen a little bit of Cape Fear, but I do have the film, but yeah, I've only seen a little bit of the film. I haven't seen the entire thing. Um, yeah, I think it would have been cool. Arnold does a great job in that film, but I could have seen Stallone in that too. I mean, I think it would have worked. To be honest with you, you know, as much as TMNT 3 is it's a bad sequel. The 2007 film, the animation's done well. It's a short movie. Um, the turtles actually look like turtles. I mean, yeah, I'm always gonna prefer the practical animatronics. I don't care about the villains that much. I don't really care for the voice cast that much of the 2007 film. But for some reason, like the third movie, as bad as it is, and it has issues. Like I'd rather watch that a bit more. I mean, because it's still practical suits. I like some of the songs. Um, So again, you can say technically the 2007 film is a bit better, but I'd rather watch the third movie, even though it's a bad, flawed sequel. Yeah, The Blob from '88 is a great movie. Um, I'm gonna play. Well, I'm gonna say Nintendo. I didn't have a Sega growing up. I had an NES for a little bit, but I think what we had an NES, but it was a borrowed NES, and I remember we would play Punch Out on Nintendo. We would play. There was a Star Trek game for NES. There was a Simpsons game for NES that we played. Uh, Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3. I know we had some Mega Man. I forgot which Mega Man games that we had, but yeah, I still remember those. Philip Noyce is going to direct Planet of the Apes remake back in the '90s. Yeah, I've heard. I heard about that before. Yeah, Arnold was gonna do Planet of the Apes, and this was back in the mid '90s. Toy Story 1 was supposed to be more adult themed. Interesting. And I'm trying to catch up with the comments. They're coming in. Street Fighter 6? No, I haven't played. Well, I mean, the cat's name is not Lucy anymore because it's a male. So I call him Luke, or lately I've been calling him Louie. But he is the father of these kittens. Um, my parents have a female cat, and my cat got her pregnant, and she had 5 kittens. And yeah, so that happened. What if the RoboCop remake, RoboCop Cries? You know, I don't know. PS3 console. Well, I have a PS4, and I think I'm. I don't know if I get anything else in the future. I might get a PS2, for old time's sake. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm fine with my PS4 right now, but if I wanted to get like an older system again, I may get a PlayStation 2. I would say the ending of T2 is more effective. But I think Matt is about to join in here in a minute, so let me get straight here. All right, Matt, if you're watching, I'm getting ready to link you up here. That's what I thought for 2 years. But a couple of months ago, um, well, okay, so my parents, they have cats. I'm living back home for a little bit. They have their cats. And that for some reason, my cat would not get along with one of their cats, which is a male. Male cats don't get along. So that should have been a flag that went up right there. And not too long after, um, one of my parents' cats, my cat started to get on top, if you know what I mean. So, it wasn't, I mean, I moved in here back in May, and it was like a month later that I found out that my cat that I thought was a girl was actually a boy. But I blame my brother because he's the one that, it was his idea to get a cat when me and him lived together. He's the one that checked under the hood and told me, hey, this is a female. So for 2 years, I thought my cat was a female. So that, all that happened. but I'm getting ready to send a link to Matt here. Yeah, he's a father. Do I plan on getting comics? Like as far as like old magazines and stuff, maybe we'll see. And I'm trying to catch up a little bit here with the comments. Richard Stanley was originally going to direct Island of Dr. Moreau remake. Okay. Okay, here we go. We got Studio Bread Band. And 3, 2, 1. Hey.
Howdy, Saya. How's it going?
Pretty good, man.
Hello, everyone.
So how you been doing?
Pretty good. Working like a dog, and it's so hot down here. It's insane.
Oh yeah, I walked outside a while ago, and it hit me like a freaking. It was like a blast of heat. Like I walked into a toaster.
Yeah.
And it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's like almost 90 degrees.
Yeah. I was contemplating bringing the fan out here. I might, if it gets a lot hotter, I'm gonna bring out the fan.
So what's a hot day?
Like, that sun's ready to go over there.
What's the temperature right now and up
there? Let's see. It's 23 degrees Celsius.
Okay, so you go by the Celsius. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit.
73.
Oh.
I just looked at it.
And over there, it's what is it again?
Right now, it is, Matt's in here. What if Rob Zombie directed a killer ostrich movie? 90.
Oh my God. Oh, that should be illegal to go outside and anything over. Ooh.
Favorite and least favorite moment? Oh, probably my favorite moment is from The Last Crusade where he's on the tank.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one.
And my least favorite moment is the whole Dial of Destiny movie.
Me too. I like the Temple of Doom when they're having dinner. That's pretty great.
Yeah, I rewatched them last year. But yeah, I've been trying to like knock out these Sly movies.
You're almost there.
Almost there.
You went the distance.
Yeah, and I'm
round 15.
Yeah,
it should be 15 episodes. 15 episodes. You know?
I'm kind of wondering like if I should just make it all one video. Because I still have to watch the Expendables movies. I still have to watch all the escape plans. And I'm like, oh.
Escape plan. I only like part 2. That's the only one I like. I think I started recycling a lot around there because when you go back and if you see 3 at the end, right? He says the same thing to the bad guy as he says to the bad guy in Rambo 4, Rambo 5. This is what it feels like.
Are you talking about Expendables 3 or Escape Plan 3?
Escape Plan.
Okay, I've only seen the first one, and I haven't seen 2 and 3, so I have a bad.
I got a little bit of trivia for people. That I sent you a little picture of it, but a couple of weeks ago. But the killing as easy as breathing from Rambo 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's Cobra. That's really? A Cobra one. Yeah, and this is where the law stops, and I start. That's from Rocky 4. Going back and reading them, yeah.
Okay.
And they have that scene in there, but they skip over this is where and like when he's walking out in Rocky 4, when he's leaving the place, because he goes with Paulie and he gets the American flag, when he leaves the boxing commission, he does the same thing as he does in Rocky Balboa. So that's where the speech comes from in Rocky Balboa's Rocky 4. And then him and Paulie, he's like so troubled, and he's like, Paulie drives him. Paulie's excited because he gets to drive him in the car,
Mm-hmm.
and he's driving back to his house, and he gets to his house and you see all these bricks outside the house because he's an expert bricklayer. He did all these bricks by himself because the paparazzi kept on coming to his house and stuff. And there's this women's movement standing outside, and they're like, "We're with you, Rocky. We have a token of our appreciation for you." And they give Paulie the American flag. And then at the end of the movie, Paulie goes, "I've been saving this for a special occasion." And he whips out the flag and wraps Rocky in the flag.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, I'm working on this, like a mini doc, like what a Rocky 4 director's cut could have looked like if Sly still had all the original footage, what it could have been. And it's basically like I'm trying to narrow it down to like a 90-minute, practically the same runtime as Rocky 4, but just showcasing all of the deleted scenes. So it's only deleted scenes, and it's all redone in deepfake.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty interesting. It's gonna come out next year.
I look forward to that.
Thank you. And
it's got to be better than the Rocky 4 director's cut.
Oh yeah, you got more robot too.
These comments. Oh my god! If Michael Bay directed a Street Fighter movie, I'll be interested. Maybe.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Somewhat curious.
I'd watch that. And I'm off. I'm finally off on vacation, so I'm gonna try to finish my my documentary for the Rambo Hope 40. So far, I got about 4 hours of footage, and I'm trying to get it down to 82 minutes. So there'll be like a box set version, all in color with all the footage, like a special feature, and there'll be like a main work print, like an 82-minute work print, black and white, silver edition, which will be like the standard one, which will be released. Really, I can't wait to. I think I sent you some of that, eh?
Yeah.
Like me going to the unveiling and the mayor giving me the thumbs up and stuff.
I can't wait to see that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen 90% of it, and it was a kick in the balls.
It was a kick in the dials.
Yeah. Seth Rogen should be banned from comedy. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to catch up with the comments here.
That Ninja Turtles looks horrible.
I've heard. Yeah, well, Rambo Raf did a rant on it, and just the stuff that I've heard about it. I mean, there's a lot of like elements of puking and just gross out humor, and just very childish.
Sign my baby.
Expendables 2 is not this kind of. It's not. I mean, it's cool to see Van Damme and Chuck Norris, and
I'd like to do I've been really thinking about it because Jack helped me out finding a lot of Expendable stuff, even further stuff that they were going to do way down the line, and there's so many awesome deleted Expendables 2 scenes. Like Hemsworth was it was supposed to be Mickey Rourke who gets killed by Van Damme.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that one time, and now that honestly, Hemsworth was the right choice if I had to choose.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd bring Mickey Rourke back for this one,
but
because they work so well together.
What are your thoughts on James Rolfe?
I watched a little bit of it. He hooked up with Derek Wayne Johnson. Was it Derek Wayne? I'm not sure. It's foggy. I met Derek Wayne Johnson. He was really, really cool. He was telling me about Creed 2 before Creed 2 came out, because it was an alternate version of Creed 2, which they threw in the garbage. That Sly had him over to his house and acted out the entire Creed 2 to him while they were watching Rocky in his man cave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you gonna watch the Pet Sematary?
The new one? No, I have not seen anything about it. The only thing that I know that David Duchovny's in the new one. I'm like, what are you doing, David Duchovny? I mean, are you that hard
He's
up for
playing
Jack?
Jed. He's playing Jed or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Jed is better. He's
Aliens.
gonna do that voice. Jed.
It's gonna be
Jed.
Aliens are better.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't. That's what I've heard. I mean, was David Duchovny was in a direct-to-video sequel of The Craft? Like, what are you doing, David Duchovny? I mean, yeah, he was in that.
No.
What if Mel Gibson directed a Frankenstein movie?
I'd watch it. I want to see Berserker. I want to see. The good thing about Mel Gibson is he really digs into it, so you would get some really interesting. He goes by the word, by each individual word of source material. So he'd be good.
I'll be down for that. I mean, it would be like along the lines of Braveheart if it was a Frankenstein movie. Just thinking about, Frankenstein, tearing apart some villagers. It'd be 3 hours. Dial of Destiny gets an F in my book.
Yep.
If I had,
I ain't watching that movie. I ain't watching it.
Don't. Yeah, I've seen like 90% of it, and it's Ruben says right here, the Dial of Stupidity. What are your thoughts on Expendables 4 coming out? I mean, it's rated R, right? Now it is?
Yeah, here it's going to be PG-13 for sure. Because our rating system is different than yours. Our rating system used to be worse than yours. It used to be like really almost like the UK, like almost really like you couldn't rent anything here. Everything was 18 and over, but now everything is 13 or even G.
Well, I was going to ask, do you think there could be a slight, which I doubt because it's got Megan Fox and 50 Cent, but do you think there could be like a slight possibility that it could be a bit more tolerable than 3?
Well, who's the director on this one?
The guy that directed Scott
Pilgrim?
Let me see here. Scott he directed Need for Speed.
Oh, I never saw that. That sounds bad already.
And he directed this new Jackie Chan and John Cena film, Hidden Strike.
Sounds really bad already. I don't know.
Jack. No problem, Jack.
Well, that's okay.
I haven't seen the emails yet, but it's great that Jack is in here.
Yeah, that's why I was saying before. We should do Resident Evil for Halloween because it's such an in-depth. This new version of the thing he's saying is such an in-depth look at literally. Say if we recorded it all in one day, we could just chop it up and do it for Halloween, like one a week for Halloween.
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I could do that. I'm down for that. Yeah, I don't hate it. It's got issues.
I like it.
The one, yeah. Do you remember
I didn't like it when it came out. I saw it in the theater and I didn't like it. But then after now going back, seeing, I can appreciate it a lot more now. I could appreciate it way more.
I mean, the animatronics look bad because they have that kind of derpy look.
Yeah.
But I'd rather watch that than Mutant Mayhem, this new one.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this is worse CGI babies. Are you going to check out the new Barbie?
I was going to, but I just don't have time. There's so many movies I want to see, I just don't have time. Like, I'm really stuck until January, I'm fucking booked solid. Like, I'm probably not going to watch anything. I'm so disenchanted in Hollywood that I just packed up my entire movie collection and I'm giving it away.
I just saw something today that I didn't know this had happened, but back in 2017, and this might be a random thing or maybe on the same topic, but back in 2017, Elizabeth Banks was in front of an audience And she says, talking about Spielberg, well, I've seen Jaws, I've seen Indiana Jones, but he's never directed a film that starred a woman. And she's like, yeah, I'm, taking a dig at you, Spielberg. And, someone from the crowd yelled, "The color purple."
Yeah.
And she had this look like,
D. Wallace. Didn't he? Was it D. Wallace in E.T.?
yeah, D. Wallace was in E.T.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe he wasn't never had like a lead, but you know what? Every female lead that he does have is fucking amazing. Like just those indie films alone. Even the chick from Part 3 was amazing.
yeah.
You know?
But I know that's kind of a random one, but yeah, Titanic. Yeah, it's Twilight on a boat. Yeah, this director who's doing Expendables 4 did Hidden Strike.
I don't know. Like, I know Sly had almost no involvement, so it could be good. I think he's a producer on this one, so it could be good. I don't know.
Yeah, Isobar. This guy's asking about Isobar. Yeah, it would have been
Jack
great.
Jack sent me a radio play. Did you see that? The radio play?
No, I haven't seen that.
An Isobar radio play?
No, I haven't seen it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm gonna watch that again actually. That was good. And the Pyramid Head one was just incredible.
Cowboys of Mamu. I have no idea what that is, Alter. Death Becomes Her is a fun movie.
I still haven't seen that
I still haven't seen Oppenheimer.
either.
Yeah, Blue Beetle's gonna bomb.
It's gonna blow. Blow Beetle is what it's gonna be called.
I've seen the first Alligator, but not the sequel.
I watched part of it in Spanish. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the comments are just coming in. Oh wait, here we go.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I want to get Rambo Raffat. I know he's got a lot on his plate with reviews and stuff. Hopefully,
Maybe each week we can have a special guest.
yeah, I would like that'd be fun to have somebody in there, and I was going to do that too, where we can have different people come in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I don't know who that is.
Time Runner with Mark Hamill. Never seen.
Mm-hmm.
Little America.
Brian Stews from Stallone the Action Icon. His site keeps changing names, but if you know where it is on Facebook, he had a prediction that was going to be part of Demolition Man sequel. And everything that Rhino told me about it kind of makes sense. And I think it would be a great time to bring back Julia Nixon, have Julia Nixon and Stallone in the movie together.
Mm-hmm. I didn't
Michelle
know
Yeoh, though. Michelle Yeoh would be great to see her again, too.
that'd be great to see them both in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know until recently. I was watching ICU that, and I messaged Matt about this. I didn't know it was filmed in '99.
Yeah, it's a while ago.
And it was around that time they were talking about doing Fatalis.
Yeah. I got to finish reading Fatalis. I started reading it, and I never finished reading it, so I got to go back.
But that could be like a whole video in itself. Like, and I know we've talked about like all the unmade Sly movies and projects, but like to retouch on it in a StreamYard like this, and I mean,
yeah,
Shadow Company, yeah, that would have been a great like, why didn't I honestly did I think if Kurt Russell and Carpenter could do one more movie, do Shadow Company.
Yeah. I saw that on another show recently too, Shadow Company.
Hey Quinn.
Fuck, where did I see that? Hi Quinn. I saw it somewhere. I just don't remember where I saw it. Someone else did a review of it. Was it Cameron Head? I think he did one too. I think. I gotta go back look through my bookmarks.
Yeah, Cameron has done a lot of those videos. Do a lot of deep diving.
I love him because he literally just fucking every page. You know, he's got notes on every, like, not just deep dive, but like you could tell he studies it. You know, and I like that other guy who's on there, Script Shadow or Script. The other guy, I forget his name. He's really funny. Like when they do episodes together, I laugh my ass off. That other guy's just hilarious.
Man, I think I'm kind of Batman versus Dracula. Yeah, I'm caught up with the comments now. So, but
I like the Joker in that. It's cool.
The Joker.
Mm-hmm. In Batman versus Dracula.
I haven't. But yeah, so I can't wait to talk about those notes. That's why I'm trying to like really speed up this Sly marathon here and get everything out.
I went back and I looked at some. Remember, I had that note file in that I sent you when we did. When we did the last 5 Jack notes, we did 5 of them. Mm-hmm. The last one never came out. I actually found all those. I started stitching them together. Now I'm in the process of time coding every single thing we talked about. And once I'm done that, it will be ready for upload. But I found so much funny stuff. Like, dude, we have like literally like maybe minimum 6 hours of extra stuff that I found that was part of the Jack's notes, like the green room stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all hilarious.
Yeah.
It's all hilarious. So I can't wait. I can't wait to send that to you.
Was that back when we were doing Skype?
20, yeah. I have some from 2017, and that one was 2020. Was it 21?
I think. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a while. That's why
we did Rambo. We did First Blood. We did Rambo. We did a lot of other Stallone movies. We did Cobra. A Full Night of Cobra. We did a Full Night of Arnold. We did a Lethal Weapon 5. We did 2 Lethal Weapon 5s.
Mm-hmm.
We did it twice. Yeah, there's when I was so fucking happy when I found that. I was like, oh my god, I thought I lost it.
See, this is why, like, I can't wait to get into the podcast, and
Mm-hmm.
when we do the debut, we'll go live, and Jack's notes will be part of that, and so much more. And then probably after that, we'll kind of like pre-record them.
Yeah, and I found a lot of like really obscure ones. Like really like just rare ones that we never, like maybe that we touched upon, but we didn't go fully into, or that we recorded like maybe like a take 1, and then take 2 was totally different. Kind of like when we did Expendables, where we had 24 hours of Expendables, and we did different takes every time.
Yeah.
So if someone watched one version of it, if they watched the next version, even though it was all the same Expendables that we were talking about, it was a completely different podcast. Like we said, completely different things about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Wild Man on one night, and different. Oh, that was awesome.
What? Now that you mentioned his name, watch, he's going to pop up in the chat here.
I hope so.
You know,
I hope so.
he's the Candyman of Mars. You know.
Want some candy?
Oh man.
M&M's.
We yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the chat. We haven't gotten any like new questions yet, but people out there watching, feel free to ask questions. I mean, I'm not going to go on for hours here because I have to.
Yeah. Yeah, I got work to do today. I'm finally gonna have the house to myself for once in a while, so I'm gonna try to get as much work as I can. But I got up early, did all my chores so that I could have free time to look
Hey,
over stuff. Okay.
hey, Sean Little.
Hi.
Hope you're doing well. So, yeah. See, next up, I got to review Spy Kids 3.
I wanted to ask you. I'm so jealous that you got to watch it for the first time.
Why? It's bad.
No, Get Carter. Get Carter.
Oh yeah, Get Carter.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen it a million times, but I remember that first time I saw it, I cried. I was in tears. On the rooftop scene, I was in tears. And what's weird is in Tulsa King, he kind of says the same thing.
Yeah.
When he's talking to his daughter. And they do the dog thing like Rocky. Like Rocky 6, they do the dog thing too.
That's why I kind of wonder, like, you know, because Get Carter kind of reminded me of Tulsa King. I wonder if Sly went back and kind of watched a little bit of Get Carter and maybe like maybe he saw the character and kind of borrowed the same kind of demeanor.
And I like how they have one of those moments like the suitcase in Kill Bill where you don't exactly know what happens to Mickey Rourke. In the script, Mickey Rourke says, like when he's got Sly down, he says, "So your niece, do you think she enjoyed it?" And Sly fucking shoots him from close range, and the bullets cut through him so hard that like Mickey Rourke's clothes catch on fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's all fucking brutal. What do you think about that ending with
Oh, where he shoots Michael Caine?
Yeah, or like when he's got Mickey Rourke on the ground.
Oh, and he beats the crap out of him?
Yeah.
That was cool. I kind of wish that the fight was a bit more extended.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, when they get into like a little scuffle there, but
yeah.
And then it stops, and then Sly follows him into the club. That was good.
Nobody likes the list guy.
He had some good lines in there.
It was good. I like
Spy Kids 3 is going to suck. I'm just going to be, as far as my rant on that, I mean, I'm not going to go ballistic, but it's going to be like a quick sort of ripping apart of the movie.
I would watch it on fast forward.
Toy Story 5. And we don't need a Toy Story 5. But yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to knock these out.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Zookeeper, I don't have the movie, so I'm gonna like watch it somewhere else.
I finally found my Demolition Man copy yesterday. I was looking for the Demolition Man we did.
Oh really?
The last one. I cleaned out my whole movie collection. I'm giving it away. So any wanners out of it, anybody wants it out there, pay for the shipping. It's yours.
Yeah, I got some copies that I'm trying to get rid of. Spy Kids reboot. Yeah, haven't heard about that. Hey, Jamie.
Hi.
Hope you're doing well. Sound of Freedom. I haven't seen. Have you seen it?
I want to see it, but I got a feeling I'm going to get angry because every time I've been watching stuff on that, like, first of all, I can't stop watching stuff on that once I watch it. Because I was, like, as a kid, I was really badly abused. So when whenever I hear that stuff, it fucking freaks me out, and I go a little bit nuts. But like I have a feeling when I see that, it's gonna affect me a lot. Like my boss saw it, and when he came to work the next day, he couldn't even talk.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, and I haven't seen the film, but maybe I'll check it out.
I'd like to check it out. I really would. I really would. And I'd
I'll
like to pay to check it out. You know,
I'll see it
I want to
eventually.
pay to check it out because I want to support that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see it eventually.
Yeah.
It's like, Oppenheimer. I wouldn't mind checking out, but it's 3 hours, and I'm like, it's hard to
There's
make
only
time.
one. There's only one cinema that's playing it here in 70, and it's pretty far.
You got your foot stuck in a woodchuck hole. Oh,
Ooh,
I'm sorry about that.
oh, sorry. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a wood could? Whenever. Yeah,
Sprained
that
ankle.
sucks. Do you have to wear like a wrap or a brace?
I would keep your
I
foot elevated.
Yeah. If you got a foam roller, that's great for it. Just roll it a little, like lie down, put your foot up, roll a little bit.
Yeah, I sprained my ankle when I was doing like UPS helper one time,
Hmm.
and I was just in bed, and I had to keep my foot off, like keep it on a pillow, keep it up.
Especially that because you're walking a lot, and you're carrying a lot of weight, and you're pushing a lot of weight, and you're pulling a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And you got to jump up in the truck and jump out and take out the thing,
Well,
take that out of the truck.
the thing would have okay, so this was like the first year I was doing driver helper. We had 3 stops left, and I was walking around the truck to get in, and as I was walking around the front of the truck, I stepped in a hole, and
Oh,
my ankle turned, and I was like, when we got back to the plant, I was hopping, and that was out for like 2 or 3 days.
ouch. That sucks.
It was
That
around,
really sucks.
yeah. I had to use crutches for a couple of days, but it got better. Oh wow.
Did you watch anything interesting while you were on the couch? That's always the best part is having your husband take care of you, and watching some TV and eating
Yeah.
some breakfast in bed. And
Did you watch any
I
good
like,
movies or bad movies?
I don't know
Is
who
that
that is.
that's the girl from Spy Kids? I think. I think that's what he's talking about.
I might watch Mario tonight because it's on Amazon for free right now.
Oh, it is okay.
Yeah, I might watch Twisted Metal because it's on Amazon for free.
There's been a lot of controversy. I can't even talk. Controversy behind Sound of Freedom. Yeah, I've heard about these interruptions.
Yeah, electrical fires.
I mean, like I said, I haven't seen the film, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm just going by what I hear, or what I see.
Yeah, yeah, she's not a good director.
Raccoon is coming out.
Well, they already have Cocaine Shark on Tubi.
Oh, I'm watching that today. I'm watching that right after Mario for Shark Week. I'm doing that. Yeah, man.
Oh, you heard a snap.
Ooh,
Ooh,
ooh. Yeah, you're gonna be out for a while. If you snap the tendon, you're definitely gonna be out for a while. Like when I busted my Achilles, I was. It's still messed up. It's still like I gotta wear a brace when I go to work and stuff. It's still my foot's like turned. It doesn't go straight anymore.
I hope you feel better, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie. I feel your pain, man. That's foot pain's always the worst. Foot pain, back pain.
Um, man, I don't know because John Wick 4 sucks, and that kind of soured me on that. maybe if it didn't suck, maybe if John Wick 4 didn't turn out to be disappointing to me, but that's just me. Maybe I could have looked forward to it, but what about you?
I gotta watch the rest of it. I only watched like about half an hour of it, and I'm at right after where the guy got his hand cut up, and Ballerina is intriguing. I'm intrigued with all these different spin-offs. I hope it's leading to like one mega crossover something with everybody, like the Nobody guy, John Wick, not the new Nobody guy, but the other one, the Saul, Better
Yeah.
Call Saul guy, and like the Ballerina and all these different people. That would be cool,
Well,
or be interesting at least.
well, I just felt like I don't know. Just for me, I mean, like I said, I know you haven't seen all of John Wick 4, Matt, but
You could spoil it. I don't mind.
for me, I just think that for one, it didn't need to be 3 hours. I think another thing is, I mean, the only things, the scenes that I really liked is the nunchucks, where John Wick is using the nunchucks. But the way it ends, it's like, I mean, I know they're talking about a fifth movie, but I'm like, why did you even, for one,
Yeah.
fake its death if that's the case?
It's like a cop out, kind
Yeah,
of like a cop out.
but that's just
That's another thing. I with sequels, I'm a really big fan of keeping the sequel the same length as the original. So every sequel is the same length. So you know how much time you got left. How are they going to turn it around in this amount of time? You got a better feeling. You kind of feel a little bit closer to it. It's more
Mhm.
tangible. So 3 hours, it's like having two movies. It's like watching two movies in one movie.
I mean, and I did like a review of John Wick 4, but I think I removed it because I think I could have done a better job. But I mean, I haven't. I'm not going to pick up the Blu-ray. I'm not. I don't. I don't own the film. Um, I would have to watch it again. But yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I got something I'm sending you and Jack. I
Okay.
got a little present for you guys. So it will only be online for one day. So I'm going to send you guys a download link. Download it, watch it at your leisure. But I'm pretty sure both of you guys will be impressed. Nothing I did,
Yeah.
but something someone had sent to me, and I just think it's so special and it's so awkward that nobody said anything about it. Nobody touched on it. Nobody did any reviews on it. Nobody did nothing. It's basically, aside from one video on YouTube and one video on some other site, you can't even find it.
Okay.
But it's special. You're gonna like it.
And Jamie's played some video games. I need to get back into gamings, like gaming. Just
Yeah.
If you had to make a Nightmare on Elm Street game, how would you do it?
I would do a VR one. I would do a VR one. All tricks, all like sleight of hand tricks, the whole thing, and
Have
just
it
do it
be,
like it's your nightmare and Freddy's after you.
you have it be like a sequence of dreams or something,
Mhm.
where it's
And
not
like
like
every time you get a game over, it's like a different death. So it's interesting.
I don't think Wick died at all. Just the concept of the man he was.
What'd be cool too is if they had like multiplayer, like a VR multiplayer where everyone's playing from their own side, so you can go into each other's dreams.
Fucking that in my face.
That would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder why. I mean, wasn't there an Elm Street game back in the day?
Yeah. NES.
Okay, I didn't know.
I really like the NECA figure for that. I'm trying to find that right now because I started a NECA NES collection. So I'd like to pick that one up. Probably give me my next one. The Rambo one's spectacular.
Okay.
The Robert England's coming back, I heard. Or 80% chance Robert England's coming back for the new one. The Blumhouse one.
Is there? I didn't know there was a new one.
There's two coming out. There's the Blumhouse one, and there's the Miko Hughes one.
Is Robert England coming back? Because I mean, the guy's like 75 or 6 years old.
They could do it pretty easy, you know. 'Cause say if they did practical effects, everything practical effects, and maybe did like they did with T2 and CG Robert in, and then have him doing like all the other stuff like the ADR, have him like do camera tests, makeup, and all that. He could do it, and it would be very minimal. Like I'm sure he wouldn't have to do, like he wouldn't be on harnesses or anything. You know? I'd be willing to take the CGI if Robert England came back.
Uh, yeah, I've heard of this game called Stray, where it's like you're a cat.
Looks cool.
Is it on Steam? Because I have Steam. The Blumhouse announced that Nightmare on Elm Street rumor was false.
Really?
But this is what Jamie said. I mean, I haven't, like I said, I don't know much about that.
There goes my dream.
All pun intended, right?
Yeah. Well, at least we got the other one, which is weird because at first they had a girl playing Freddy, which was really cool. She looked really great, and now it's a guy playing Freddy, and it's another guy, Frank something, doing Freddy's voice. The makeup looks okay, but it looks a little fake, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty dark. The glove looks cool.
Jack is wondering if whatever it is that you're sending, can you tell us?
Should I tell you guys what it is?
I mean, yeah, if you want, sure.
For review, I got two new things that I put on my hard drive and I completely forgot I had. One was the Judge Dredd Brutal Beta cut, which I haven't seen yet. I think it's just they cut out what's his name? Bob Schneider. But and also I got Cobra, the mashup, the Die City Cobra. I can send you guys that too. Actually, I'll put all of them in one file. I'll send it. But the major one is the Lone Survivor Rocky 5 80s remix work print. Wow.
Cool.
Wow. Wow. Like front to back completely restored. All the scenes, any scene that has music in it is completely restored with music from the era.
Mm-hmm.
Which works pretty good too, because if you really think about it, Rocky 5 kind of takes place in 86. 85, 86. No, 86, early 87 or late 86, something like that. But it's cut in a way that, trims the fat, makes a little bit more sense, and it has, like any scene that has music in it was totally redone to take like the 90s rap out of it. And like, so every one of those scenes, he went back and found sound effects online and recut every fucking second of those scenes.
Okay.
It's amazing.
I was getting ready to say I've never seen the work print of Rocky 5, so
I got that one too. I just gotta put it on digital. Once I put it on digital, I'll send that over. And I gotta recut it because the copy that was released has a loop in it, so it goes to about the halfway mark of the film, then it re-loops a big section of the film, and then continues. So I'm gonna take that out. And I got a Mike Chapman print of that too. I can send it.
Okay. I like the band.
I actually never listened to them.
You know the song "Take These Broken Wings"?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that song.
They got some good music. I haven't seen it, and I have no interest in watching it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Unless somebody paid me, but
I have to pay you a lot.
Hey, Neil Punk.
Hi.
Yeah, I may go on for like another 25 minutes here or so.
Has it been an hour already?
Yeah,
Damn, that flew by fast.
yeah, because I have to.
I'm so excited that I got the day off. Like, I'm just so excited.
Because I don't know
Yesterday I
what
had the worst day.
I don't know what's going on for lunch, and they're probably cooking right now.
Mm,
So I'll go on for a little bit longer.
cool. You working? You working tomorrow?
I'm working tomorrow. Tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I may do a stream Wednesday night.
I'll be here if you want. I'll be around.
Okay, maybe I'll do like a hangout or something. But so for people out there, like I said, I'll keep this going for like another 20 minutes, and I'm going to grab something to eat. So feel free to ask away. So what are you gonna do today?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna see how much more of the. I only got a couple of scenes of footage left to transfer from my documentary, and then I'm gonna start working on the effects cuts. I did a effects cut of the intro, which is pretty cool. We're using like the only footage from the movie. I did a remodeling of the Dan Hill song for the credits, but I remodeled it with an Octavider and a couple of guitar pedals. So I was faithfully able to take Dan Hill's voice, copy it to another track, like in the left to right spectrum, and it sounds exactly like a woman's voice singing over him, which is cool. And I took the instruments and I put them through different pitches and uh, different things like that to give them a slightly different sound, so the song would sound the same but different and more layered and heavier.
Cool.
I'd like to see Jamie do a cover of that song. I bet Jamie would do a really good cover of that song. That's a good one. Yeah.
Desert Heat?
Yeah. I heard about that.
Man. Yeah, I can't
But
wait.
Jack, I'll let you know, like I'll let you and John both know like a day in advance with the time that I'm gonna put it up and then take it off. Because I don't want my archive .org page getting taken down. So
Yeah.
I'll put it up for like maybe like 5 hours. You guys can let me know when you can download it.
Okay.
If you guys miss it, just let me know. I'll put it back up.
So I guess as I don't know who's going to ask more questions here, but what are your thoughts on like I guess asking about Stallone here, like the 2000s era, because now I'm starting to get into that era of Sly, and it's kind of been bumpy so far with um, Driven, which I did.
Yeah, I can't stand that movie. I hate that movie.
You don't like Kit Pardue?
That was the worst use of Montreal footage ever.
That was shot in Montreal.
Some of it, I think. He came down for the Grand Prix. Everyone was fucking nuts.
Even
again,
Stallone,
if I would have known, I would have went.
You got Stallone and Burt Reynolds in the same movie, and they're wasted.
And Gina Gershon, and it's like, oh, what the fuck?
And instead, it's about Kit Pardue.
Yeah, why is it about Kip? And why couldn't they find a better actor? Like, the movie's about him, and he's the worst thing in the movie.
Yeah.
I can't even watch him. It's so bad.
Yeah, for some reason, during that time, they were high on this guy because of Remember the Titans, or like, what's so special about this guy, Kit Pardue?
Remember the failure. That was Driven.
And I watched
Remember that drive off the edge of entertainment?
and this like the CGI. I remember the scene where they race in the city, and I'm like, that was a stupid scene.
Yeah. Like, why
Avenging,
would Stallone's character like even risk doing that in a city?
yeah. Well, it's Kit Pardue's fault. He's the one that took off in the car. And when I talk about that movie, I'll rant on it a little bit. Avenging Angela, I watched.
The squirrel.
Yeah, that one
That
was.
was
It could have been. I don't think that director knew what he was doing with
yeah.
that movie.
I just like it because it gives you a little glimpse of maybe what could have been
Yeah,
Rambo and Michelle from what they wanted to do with Holy War. Even they were talking about Homefront and there's another one I'm forgetting. But Michelle, that was and maybe back in the day she could have been the Michelle that was taken out of Rambo 3
yeah.
because she was supposed to be in Rambo 3 and that would have been his wife,
Who's this again?
Madeline Stowe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Their chemistry wasn't that bad, but it's just the film just comes off awkward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like if they tweaked a couple of things, less humor, more seriousness, it could have been really good.
Yeah. And Spy Kids 3, unfortunately, that was god awful.
The hippie slide.
Yeah. And Zookeeper, I've never seen, so I have to watch that.
Yeah, I only saw that clip with him and Sharon. I thought they were great together. That's why I was saying they would be good in like to Junebug. I was saying that would be really cool for like a John Carpenter or Mars.
And I have to rewatch Bullet to the Head.
Skip to the last 10 minutes.
Grudge Match, I have to watch that one.
That's just horrible because it's like there's no it's okay if you've never seen a Stallone or De Niro movie, but if you've seen Rocky and Raging Bull, it's kind of like
Yeah, I've seen Grudge Match once, and I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, Alan Arkin was the best part of that. R.I.P. And
it was kind of like a joke of Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, it's like if Rocky did go blind in that eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's about lunch. I kind of knew that. Hold on a second.
Lunchtime.
All right. Yeah, it's about lunch. And Backtrace. I'm going to rewatch that one again soon.
Oh, I can't do it. Like I tried to watch it like 5 different times, even at someone's house, and I couldn't watch it. I had to go outside, sit down, have a drink, and smoke so I can watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch that too, so I can help you through your pain.
Hold on a second. I might have to make a call.
In fact, if you want to wrap it up.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of knew the lunch was coming, so I have to make a call about that. But,
no problem at all.
Yeah, to cap off, yeah, Driven is shitty. The original cut was 4 hours long.
Wow.
Well, yeah, for everybody out there, I know this was a short one here, but it was fun, and thank you, Matt, for joining, and we'll get up again soon. And
thank you for having me. Yeah.
Like I said,
I'll let you guys know when I upload that.
Yeah, sorry I had to cut it short, but it's just lunch came up, and I'm getting asked about lunch now, and so I have to figure out what's going on here. But
all right,
we'll do this again later this week. Thank you again, everybody, and thank you, Matt, for joining.
All right, rock on, guys.
All right, ciao.